Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DRich Show, where we talk anything and everything crypto. Now, here's your host, DRich.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the DRich Show. This is DRich, and today, folks, is February 17, 2022. Happy Thursday. Hope that, again, that this video finds you all in good health, good spirits, and good energy. Thank you guys for tuning into yesterday's video, and I appreciate you all for most definitely hitting that like button on the way in, as you do all the time. So thank you guys again for that. Thank you guys for always supporting the channel. I appreciate you all for that as well. So on today's video, we're going to be talking about Stasis or Stasis, who will be working to produce or be in production to issue a Euro stablecoin, which will be on the XRPL. We're going to talk about the ICE9 lockdown prediction based on what we're seeing in Canada. We kind of briefly touched on it yesterday. And most definitely with today's information and news, we're going to report on that so we can kind of understand what ICE9 is and why it is so important to take your digital assets off of the exchanges, off of the, off of the wherever you keep them, and put them on a hard wallet or cold wallet. So none of these things affect you when it comes to your digital assets. So at any rate, we're going to get into that. So tune in for it. We're going to start off, as always, with the coin market cap. So let's go ahead and check it out. It looks like there is some downturn in the market, but again, I always want to keep it positive and make sure that we understand that there's always opportunities in other situations. We're going to look at that. So let's go ahead and get into coin market cap. All right, so here we go again with the coin market cap, where we have Bitcoin's dominance at 41.4, Ethereum 18.9, as we have a total global crypto market cap 1.9 trillion, which is a 3% decrease over the last day since we last reported on yesterday's video. We got some trending tokens here. Biggest gainers recently added. You can do your due diligence on those if you like to look at other stuff. I'm just kind of keeping my eye on the prize at this very moment, so we want to make sure we take advantage of that in the market as we see it. Bitcoin $41,807, $802.96 there as we've seen it move. Okay, as we're doing this recording live. Ethereum $2,953, 49 cents, a little bit under 3,000. So again, if you are a Ethereum person, you can continue to dollar cost average and try to get you a couple there. Anyway, BNB $412, 43 cents. USDC $52.6 billion market cap, while our beloved XRP dropped below 80 cents at 79.8. So again, I'm always going to say it, this is the foundation, and I'm hoping that you are building your foundational long-term growth and wealth with XRP. So there you go, folks, under 80 cents. Again, it's still a great buy, under a buck to me. And if you want to separate your bags, again, I'm not telling you what to do, never financial advice, but if you are a long-term investor and you're a trader at the same time, and you're looking for profits and looking for gains and things like that, park you a bag of two to the side and let those be your trading opportunities to continue to put money into your pocket, where you're not really stressing about your long-term growth or bags behind the scenes. Those should be offline. Those should be something that you are not looking at or paying attention to. Anyway, Cardano at $1.04 there. Still like the price action there. Solana under $100, 95.81. Well, Avalanche taking a little dip, 88.57 there at number 9. And Terra Luna running out the top 10 there, 53.74. And again, folks, I'm looking at some assets like Litecoin at 121 there. Got Chainlink again under $20 is a buy for me. $16, 1 penny. Algorand under $1, 92 cents there. We got some others like XLM back down to 20 cents, almost 21 cents there, 29. Okay, Phantom FTM under $2 is a buy, and then you got H-bar again. These are all accumulators at these prices and price ranges that you want to keep an eye on, so that they don't get too out of control, where you didn't take advantage of some utility, some things like that. Those type of tokens that are going to be around more than likely here in the future that will change dynamically how these banking institutions and money moves, things like that. And I encourage you to take a different peek at these assets and really hone in on how many you need to get to where you know that if there's a significant pump, you got money coming in. Anyway, VeChain is a buy at 5, almost 6 pennies there. Even Filecoin, $21.77. IOTA under a buck. You know, I could go on and on. Gala Games, you know, I'm heavy on that. I love it. And there's some others. I mean, there's some others like Engine Coin under $2 is a good buy there. Want 122 bucks. And then I'm going to go to the last one, which I don't. I said that there was top 5 tokens of mines or coins that I'm holding that I like, and I gave you the reasons why. Zenfin is another one, folks. Let me go back to Zenfin. Where is it? Sorry about that. So we got Zenfin at 5 pennies, almost 6 pennies there, and you know what? It's been very productive for me as well. I don't really take profit out of certain digital assets, and XDC is one of those. I'm an early adopter for Zenfin or XDC, and I'm looking at the long-term growth and potential for that. So at these prices, I'm continue to compound and accumulate. And you know what? I want to be a heavy bag holder, where when those profits are really coming in, I'm talking about $1, $2, $3, $4, and beyond. I know that's just very low balling it. So those are some assets that I do see appreciating well over $100. So that's just me. And again, it's never financial advice. All right, so here we are with allcryptoguy.com. Stasis announces plan to issue the Euro stablecoin on the XRP ledger. This was from February 17th, which is today, folks. That number 17 is a good number. Blockchain service provider Ripple announced recently that Stasis, a leading company in Euro-backed stablecoin production, will issue euros on the XRP, euros, I guess, if you want to say it like that, EURS on the XRPL ledger. And Stasis has highlighted that scalability, speed, cost-effective nature, and carbon neutrality are some of the key reasons that they select XRP ledger for issuance on the stablecoin EURS, and ranked among the top 10 stablecoins around the world. The buzz around EURS or euros has jumped substantially in the past few months. And according to Ripple, the blockchain company will also provide necessary technical support for the integration of EURS on the XRP ledger in the second half of 2022. So that's coming in the second half. So we're moving fastly through these first couple months, and we are almost at the end of February, which is normally a short month for us all. It is a short month, so we're going to get into March real quick, and the rest of the year is going to speed up. In September last year, Ripple also launched a $250 million creator fund to support NFTs on the XRP ledger. So that's going to be huge coming up. We have yet to see any real significant details, but they're starting to pop up. We're starting to see them that we've reported on here as well. We talked about them on the channel, so they're going to be a big player in the game too. I'm pretty sure we're going to see some other stuff come about. Built for payments to XRP, and it's built in decentralized exchange DEX, and also support the issuance of stablecoins with a unique fungible token functionality called issue currencies, with Ripple noted in the announcement. Here is some related content you can read, and a little bit more about the XRPL if you want to go ahead and check that out and go on and go down there. I'm not going to read it all, but here we are, folks. Another opportunity to consider XRP if you haven't already. I know most of the folks that tune in to the channel are back holders for XRP and other digital assets of the ISO 222 framework, and some others. And a lot of you've put me on some other gems, and I appreciate that. But here we are. We're looking at a different beast when it comes to digital assets, and there's no other digital asset that will come close to what XRP is going to do, what it's designed to do. how it's going to change things dramatically. But at any rate, here we are. Canada sanctions 34 crypto wallets tied to Trucker Freedom Convoy. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Monero, and Cardano addresses are all on this list. So, folks, I mean, here we are. I'm not going to read the whole article. What I'm telling you is get your digital assets offline, become your own bank, and hopefully soon we're going to have the interoperability where we can transact with our ledger with a debit credit card, where none of that really is going to matter. And this is going to show you that the corrupt bankers, the corrupt, people who have done things to do what they're doing here, it's as bad as it's going to get. And um, I'm 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 lost for words because I'm kind of seeing this thing, and I've done my research as far as reading books and things like that, and it brought me back to what Jim Rickard said, and I want to go to this. This is coming from the dailyreckoning.com, in one of his books that I've read, and it goes back to Ice 9, and I wanted to read this and bring this back to the framework of what we do here, because these things have been said and predicted and programmed, and certain people will have read it and others may have not. So I want to make sure that we are following some of the ideas that he put out back in 2017, back when he put some of these information out for people to consider. And I always thought this to be possible as well in some of the readings that I've done. Anyway, my walk to Athens, does Ice 9 put gold at risk of lockdown and confiscation? First, Ice 9 is a phrase borrowed from author Kurt Vonnegut. Vonnegut wrote a book in the early 1960s called Cat's Cradle and its doomsday scenario. By no means am I like a doomsday or a doom and gloom guy, because I don't think that is the outcome of what we are about to witness, because I do believe some things will be played out as we want them to be, but others we just don't know. In Cat's Cradle, a doomsday machine is created. Scientists discover a molecule called Ice 9, very similar to water, which is H2O, with two differences. Number one has a melting point of 114 degrees Fahrenheit, which means that it's frozen at room temperature. Okay. Anyway, let me go further back into some of the other stuff. I want to get to the important stuff. So here we are. I took it to a metaphor to explain what's going to happen in the financial system within the next financial crisis. And as you see what's going on, we're getting close to that. This is really what my book, The Road to Ruin, is about. I describe all the critical details to Road to Ruin. Go here now to get your copy for it. If you want to, you can click that there. Physical gold and silver are the answer to Ice 9. We've always talked about precious metals on the channel, and I always encourage you to get them and always look at your coins. If you're in the United States and you are holding like quarters, dimes, nickels, 1963 or before, I think it's 64, 63 or before, are the ones that you want to hold on to. And then the ones that are 1983 and before, which are copper pennies, you want to hold on to them. So anyway, in the crisis of 1998, which I was very involved in negotiating a solution, and prior to the crisis of 1998, what we saw in 1998 was Wall Street. They got together to bail out the hedge fund, long-term capital management. And then also in 2008, central banks got together and bailed out Wall Street. In the next crisis, 2018, maybe sooner, maybe tomorrow, who's going to bail out the central banks? Each bailout gets bigger than the one before, and each crisis gets bigger than the one before. And we are now at the point where the ability of central banks to liquefy the system is in doubt, because they are heavily stretched, and the central bank balance sheet are extremely bloated. So if you've been listening to me for some time, this is where gold and silver has to come in play, because it's going to play a buffer when those balance sheets become bloated or they become off or whatnot. So they have to have that buffer of silver, gold, precious metals to negate that. Central banks have printed so much money already. It's not obvious that they can do it again from the current levels without destroying confidence in the dollar and all other major currencies. This is worldwide, folks. We see it going on worldwide. We're starting to see folks look for a different means of, you know, of transacting, and that's where cryptocurrency comes into play. Perhaps it's a Bitcoin or whatnot, but as we know, XRP, Ripple, ODL, on-demand liquidity is going to be one of those solutions as well. Question is, where will the liquidity come from? From the next financial crisis, if it can't come from the central banks? The answer is the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, has the only clean balance sheet out of the major financial institutions. It can print money. They call it the SDR, which is the special drawing rights. I call the new world currency, or the new world money. The IMF can flood the market and the world with trillions of SDRs, equivalent to more than trillions of dollars, which is exactly how they'll do it. There's a problem with this model at the IMF, though. It's got a 24-member executive entity representing 24 nations around the world, or a group of nations. Every 5 years, they change the voting rights. It so happens that in 2017, in one of those 5-year reviews, where they've been going to increase voting rights of Brazil, Russia, India, and China, and South Africa, which is BRICS. The so-called BRICS are going to get more votes and potential veto power within the IMF model. So when it comes to the time for the IMF for the world money, the SDRs, to reliquify the world, there's going to be a negotiation period. It will take months to complete, and during the last crisis, this took about 11 months. That was when the crisis hit in September 2008, and we saw the Lehman Brothers had a crisis, and the IMF began to issue SDRs in 2009, and so on and so on. So again, folks, I'm going to let you read the rest of this. It's a little lengthy, but what we're getting at is really, really close to what it says here. ICE 9 is where they freeze. There's a freeze of the financial system, and it's something that happened before. It'll happen again in the next crisis. Physical gold and silver is the answer to ICE 9. You should get in while you still can. And I want to go back up here real quickly, because I know that he mentioned how much the price of gold would be, so that we can kind of wrap our minds around that. Okay, here it is. So thing about gold and silver is that it needs to be in physical form, in safe storage and non-bank. Begin in a safety deposit box in a bank is troublesome, because by the time you want it the most, that it won't be when the banks are going to be closed. That's ICE 9, and the world described the dollar price of gold will be approached the level of $10,000 or much higher. And again, that's always been my belief, and I'm not saying this is real or predicting this. What I'm suggesting is that I do believe that this is plausible, because I've read this with more than one person. Rich Dad even said it. In order for them to balance all of the money and make it balance, it has to be $10,000 or more. And we do know that there's going to be probably some set price ranges with XRP. It's not going to just go to like $100. It's going to be like, boom, here it is, $2,500. Boom, here it is, $5,000. It's going to be a step process, and we've gone over that with some of the other things when they are talking about gold, the evaluation of it, reevaluate all currencies across the globe. So anyway, don't wait on gold, because when all of it begins to play out, you're not going to be able to get gold. So silver, gold, folks, I always encourage you to go to a precious metal exchange, store it in the safe like I do, and do your due diligence. Okay, and we see that. And the reason why I go back to this article, or even the mention of the book, is because of what we see going on here in Canada with crypto wallets and things like that. Even the banks being shut down without the ability to transact. So get you a decent wallet, get you a ledger wallet. Make sure that you write down your phrases, your keywords. Make sure that they're private. No one is to know them or whatnot. Do not share them. Have them in multiple places, and make sure that you secure your ledger, your passwords, everything, and do it offline. And I encourage you to try to do that. If there's nothing more that you should do, is look into actually getting wallets. A decent wallet, they have a lot of assets that you can store on it. So get you one. I'm not here to get paid for them to promote their products, but being a user of their products, I encourage you to make sure that you take care of yourself, take care of your wealth, secure it, become your own bank, where you can transact when and whenever you want to do that. So anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed today's information. Digest it, consume it, spread it on your favorite social media platforms if you don't mind. And it just helps people to think differently about what might be happening and how these predictions with ICE9 here will play out and how it's going to go on. And your SDRs is probably going to be your ISO 222 tokens or cryptos that we've talked about. We got XRP, XLM, IOTA, Algorand, XDC, and perhaps we got QNT, HBAR, as well as ADA. So here we go, folks. It's a pretty good, exciting time for me because I know that we're getting close to the financial freedom that they've been keeping us out of. They don't want us to be a part of what they're doing, but no problem, folks. You just got to be a little bit patient, persevere a little bit longer, and we'll be able to have the financial freedom that we've always wanted and desired to not only just be independent, but being able to do all the things that we want to do, that we've always dreamed of doing. And those times are coming, and I ask that you stay positive, stay encouraged, and always continue to make goals, set goals, accomplish goals, and keep going. That's all I can tell you to do. Keep going. At any rate, have a great rest of your day. We'll be back tomorrow. Happy Friday. If it's Friday wherever you are in the world today. Don't know where you are, but I want to make sure that you are acknowledged in that capacity. God bless. Take care. And as always, folks, treat everyone with class, dignity, and respect. Bye-bye.